I'm kind of harsh in this diary because it's so tragic that these incredible, complex, extraordinary creatures are forced to live and die in a cage. And when they're babies, they're purchased, because everything's cute when they're a baby with their Bambi eyes. But look on Craigslist, look at all these sanctuaries, prisons. They're just discard them when they're older, and their suffering is ignored 100%. No one does anything about this disgusting practice. Look at all these wealthy people that donate to colleges because they want their name on there, that they did something to benefit humanity. Or look at all the other organizations that have so much money. It wouldn't take much money to make a big difference here, but not one wealthy person has stepped up. These two young macaws have been terrorized, they're confused, their wings are butchered, they're crushed, and they're only 1 year old. A lady thought it was a good idea to have her high school or junior high school son raise them since they were hatchlings. I mean, the guy's going to school, probably having his own issues with his, coming into puberty and homework. And he's supposed to raise these extraordinary, complex creatures. They're not possessions, they're not toys. They have feelings just like us. And parenting is so important. And to be so presumptuous that we are able to replicate what their natural parenting would be. We can't even raise our own kids. Look at our society. It's full of messed up kids. Everyone complains about their childhood and their childhood and their parenting. These species are complex, and there's no way that we can provide to them what they need. This stupid cateine formula, that's why the life of captive macaws is half of what it used to be because of the dietary and captivity, which is good in a way because the species needs to go extinct so their suffering is over. Because this species probably suffers more than any other species because no one cares. They're not endearing, they're not lovable, and it's just like their possessions or toys. It's gross. All right, this ad speaks for itself. Here are these totally neglected 1-year-old macaws. This woman is awful. She's putting Santa hats on these macaws like they're machines or they're just possessions. It doesn't matter. They're terrified, that they're confused, that they get no attention, no proper care. I mean, the son liked him, but has a lot going on. It even says so in the ad. Plus, the lady was in a wheelchair, so the son probably had to care for her too. And she thinks that it's okay for these extraordinary creatures to just sit in a closet or a laundry room and then to butcher their wings and their nails to make them cripple like her. I mean, typically I wouldn't be so harsh on someone, but one, they lied to me. And two, after I drove in the rain, and you know how it is in Vegas or LA when it rains, it's like you're driving in Beirut or Syria or something. And so when I arrive at the destination, she's like, I'll be there in 20 minutes. My son wanted to take the birds to his friends to show him goodbye before they go, or something just so asinine and rude. I was just disgusted right away. And of course, she couldn't care less about these birds. You know, it was just money to her, or they're just objects. They don't have no total disregard for what they're going through. I hope she experiences their terror in her life. This is my Scarlet that had babies. There's no way some junior high school kid that has a social life, social pressures, school, homework, puberty, could replicate anything close to this kind of nurturing. Not only that, when the mother feeds them this way, develops their immune system, their brain, they're getting nutrients and vitamins, things that we can't provide through that creatine and that syringe full of crap. When we take them from the mother and give them the syringe full of crap, it's not right. It's wrong. It's disgusting. And the touch, see the mother grooming her young? These are 3.5 month old blue and gold macaws that me and Brandy rescued over the summer from a house of horrors. But look at them exploring. They're learning their voices. They're learning their bodies. This fledging with their wings is very important. Look at how these 1-year-old Scarlets got nothing like those 3.5-month-old blue and golds. Nothing. They were in a closet, I'm sure. Yeah, a high school kid who's trying to figure out his sexuality, his homework, his friends, and the lady's in a wheelchair. Come on. What a selfish, disgusting. I guess she can't help it. She probably doesn't even understand what she did was so gross. Here, you want to see how void of emotions they are? Look at this. You see these two? They were together for years. And when Reggie died on the right, when her mate Reggie died, that's him in that white blanket, she stayed like that with him all night. And this is a macaw grieving, crying the loss of her mate. His mate Lucy was killed by a coyote. Over a year, he flew over that spot he last saw her. His mate Sokka died of a stomach cancer, of course, because of all the crap Monsanto puts in corn. And when his mate died, I saw him sit in a corner with his head down, I don't know, for weeks. So tell me they feel nothing. Tell me they're machines. Well, these are the statues now. They have learned to climb by holding little branches because their nails are cut so short they can't hold on to anything big. And their beaks have been shaved, so they're super sensitive. And their wings are butchered so they can't fly. But at least they're learning to climb, and they love to sleep outside at the top of the trees.